and that's why I think we're getting confused on the results there from David Dragan. Has deployed fresh set of tyres on the left-hand side of the kart. So again, this is going to be an interesting one. This has got Finn McLaughlin starting alongside, who has at the moment had a qualifying heat win and a second and leads the intermediate classifications. Ola Gonzalez, who we've got a live onboard camera with for this one, who's had 2 qualifying heat wins so far this weekend, starts on the second row of the grid. We'll have Austin Gale alongside. Cahal Clark and Knud Nielsen round out row number 3, with Phil Stenger and Mattis Barb on row 4. Alex Machado and Clement Outron on row 5, ahead of Colin Wertenberger and Matteo Zanchi on row 6. Then it's Otto Pukkanen and George Nassar on row 7. Fred Green and Rocco Crucio round out row number 8. And Fred Green yesterday having a second place finish in his from all the way back under the 15th spot of the grid.
So let's see what they can do this time around from 15 on the grid. Row number 9 will be Torben Grundal and Annabelle Briand. Row number 10, Alessandro Bigi and Conor Grant, followed by Luis Esser, Bertram Sach, Tommaso Curione, Clovis Nugareid, Angelo Medi, Christian Vergani, Max Carlson, Dylan Patel, Carl Schmiederer, and Emiliano Van Overberg, I'll get it right. As we have 30 drivers onto the grid into the formation lap. This will conclude the first rotation of senior races this morning. Then we will switch to the juniors, the minis, and back to the seniors before the lunch break. Then races this morning, 14 this afternoon, 24 in total. Keep in mind as well, and that's important, if you're following us through the live stream, we have a first live stream for the morning, and we'll have a second one starting just after for the afternoon. On YouTube, these are 2 different links, one after the other, very simple. Don't forget to switch from one to the other to keep following the action here at the Pokal Ricciardo Wackersdorf. Is the classification as it stands. Phil McLaughlin 2 points with 1 win for the young Irish driver from VDK, starting on the second place on that grid. Is from 2 points clear from Svan. Then we have Gale in third place in front of Danica Renini, Weiss and Juan Aluja. That's for your top 6 at the moment. Keep in mind that this will change through the course of the qualifying races. 10 points awarded to the leader of the classification at the end of the qualifying heats. 25 for the final, 35 in total. And this is very close. Nothing is done for the chase for the title in the senior class.
Certainly isn't. Drivers making their way into the tram lines. Lights go green and we are away and racing. Good start for Riccardo Ferrari, but it's a better start for McLaughlin as he sweeps the outside line, gets the jump here. McLaughlin, Gale, Nielsen all getting through. Riccardo Ferrari has dropped down, I think, to about P6, P4 at the moment. P5 actually is back. He's fought back now as well, as he all battles his way through. It wasn't a good start from that inside row. They all struggled to get away, and I think actually Ola Gonzalez that's there in second place. The rest of the field gets through as right at the back of the field there. That's an absolutely fantastic move for Emilio Van Overberger there, who's pushed his way through. A brilliant move.
Yes, indeed it was, as the pressure is mounting right now for second place with Ola Gonzalez, who was trying to make his bid ahead of Austin Gale as well for the battle for second. Here's a look at the gaps as we're on board with Eloy Gonzalez. Austin Gale just in front of him. Can he try to make his bid on the inside of turn number 2? That's one of the most popular. Oh, and he's losing the pace instead of gaining one. This is Knud Nielsen from Dam Racing. Beautifully made run inside. You see that coming, trying to fight back. Yes, he does. On board with Eloy Gonzalez with his Pirelli machine as he lost the place for the space of a few meters only before getting back into contention, into the chicane, clipping the curb, not too aggressive to keep the momentum going, protect his position while trying to gain another one, as the 359 of Riccardo Ferrari is getting ahead of Alex Machado, taking with him Phil Strange up into P4. So it's changing left and right every lap, as we're about to conclude lap number 2, that is. But Phil McLaughlin in the lead, half of a second already that the Irish driver has been building so far. Austin Gale in second. Oh, and trouble, I'm afraid, for the 400. This is Mark Schmiederer from RS Motorsport. His race coming to an end.
Yeah, that is a big shame, and yeah, not the way you want to see a driver end their first race of the day. 3 wide as they go down in towards turn number 4 on circuit. That is one of the main overtaking opportunities on the circuit, and we saw many overtakes there. You're seeing a big change of driver fields there. You see Cahal Clark there. You've got the Zanchi Motorsport of Colin Wertenberger, Otto Pukkanen in there as well. This is a little higher up in the field at the moment. That is Clement Antoine battling with Matteo Zanchi for Zanchi Motorsports as they make their way through down in towards the final corner. So McLaughlin's broken away now at the front. Gale's there. Gonzalez, though, is going to look to the inside and says thank you very much and moves up into second place in this race. Now, has he got the pace right now to close up to Finn McLaughlin? Looking at the sector times, and that one just there, I would say probably has got the pace. Fastest up the race, 50.678. Now, how much faster was that? Well, that was 4/10 faster than Finn McLaughlin on that previous lap alone. That's absolutely astonishing pace from Eloy Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting run for the Spaniard. And if those two want to keep working together, well, we might see three or even four driver battle coming our way very soon, as Fionn McLaughlin is leading the way.
So we'll keep an eye on this one. The gap still holding strong between the two, but the gap already down to 0.2 of a second. So Eloy Gonzalez right now really piling on the pressure here to McLaughlin. McLaughlin having the win in a second yesterday. Did catch up with him a little bit, and he was saying that it was a silly second place that he got. He said, I let the position go. I could have had it. I could have had the win on that one, but it was one of those. So again, he's going to find himself in this situation here, and that's a big lunge from a big way back, live on board with Eloy Gonzalez, who takes the lead of this race. That is an absolutely outrageous overtake into the braking zone of turn number 9. Brilliant to see. But now that's caught McLaughlin sleeping a little bit here. McLaughlin checks over the shoulder to see what's going on behind. Can see that he has got Gale, he has got Riccardo Ferrari, who is the fastest driver now on circuit with that fresh set of tyres on the left-hand side of his kart, who now gets up into third place as Riccardo Ferrari is now on the recovery charge.
Yeah, Riccardo Ferrari that we thought for a moment we had lost in the battle for the lead. Back into a battle, certainly. He's just made his way past Austin Gale. Caught a bit napping as well. Now it's down to Fionn McLaughlin to try to switch the position. He's very threatening at the moment, the Irish driver. One win under the bag as Eloy Gonzalez now finds himself in the position of leading that race. We're going to see that again. Spot on board at the Spanish driver.
Look how far back.
Yeah, very late breaking point, and you could maybe feel for Fionn McLaughlin, as you said, was caught napping a little bit. He opened the door, taking the racing line. Maybe he saw that coming. Could have been a slight touch between the two. I mean, from that perspective, it looks like that, but we may get wrong. As Eloy Gonzalez was saying, thank you, goodbye. I'm in front now. I'm the one
And a change
leading.
again.
And a change again. Fionn McLaughlin losing another place to Riccardo Ferrari. Don't forget that Riccardo is on a strong pace thanks to half of a set of new tires. Fresh boost on the left side, that might help him out indeed. As he's proving right now, getting ahead of Fionn McLaughlin. We're going to see that again in turn number 2.
Yep.
Again, as we said, one of the certainly most popular spots for overtaking among the drivers, and it was neat and clean from Riccardo Ferrari up into P2.
Yep, indeed. No drama between the two at all, and now is going on to chase Eloy Gonzalez. So we will keep an eye on this battle as that one progresses. McLaughlin still there in third. Now, with that position change for McLaughlin, Vilmos Svan would take the lead of the intermediate classifications by 1 point, as Riccardo Ferrari sets another fastest lap of the race. But yeah, that certainly changes that up a little bit. There is a look at the intermediate classification on your screen. Svan from McLaughlin, Carinini from Weiss, Aluya from Gale, and Austin Gale's in this one still. He's there, P4. Any more position takes in this one, it could benefit himself even more in this race. Machado's still there just behind. Good still running for that one for the TB Kart team. One TB Kart driver, though, who has not had a good run in this race is Clement Antoine. Earlier on, a few laps ago, I saw his name tumble down the order, unfortunately, so clearly he's had dramas out on the circuit, but he's alongside his teammate and alongside here as well. Down the inside, Alex Machado takes fourth place, I should say, against Austin Gale. Gale down to P5. It's not the end of the world. They're still in contention here at the front, as again, Riccardo Ferrari is closing in on Gonzalez, but McLaughlin's found pace again. He's gone purple in Sector 1 as he's going to try and re-attack.
Oh.
And a breakdown there. No, that's just a driver going slowly on the track.
Yep.
That's Louis Esser. Now, Louis Esser has actually received a technical flag in this race. And he's on track now as that Esser has come into the pit lane and has resolved that technical flag issue and has gone back out to the circuit now. But unfortunately, he's got an entire pack of karts coming up behind.
Yeah, and you can see him on the left side. He's going to have to let everybody through. That's part of the rules. You cannot get in the way of the leaders, but he just did that according to the book. Now, we're here with the 4-3. This is for the back. This is Strange, Nielsen, Barbe, and Matteo Zanchi in P9. Just outside of turn number 2. Fionn McLaughlin, another fastest lap in this race. Trying to get as close as possible from Riccardo Ferrari. Going to keep a close watch as well on the battle for the win because nothing is done in concrete just yet, even though time is running out. We're back here with Ailo Gonzalez, Riccardo Ferrari from Zanchi Motorsport with a different and a very interesting livery as McLaughlin eyeing both of them just from P3. Machado Gale lost momentum in the past 2 laps, not quite able to catch up. Final lap that is, ladies and gents, and 0.3 of a second between Ailo Gonzalez and Riccardo Ferrari. He's the Pirelli racing driver on board outside of turn number 2. Try not to clip the curb too much on the inside of turn number 3. Same thing for turn number 4. The second best spot for overtaking certainly on that race, on that racetrack. On the outside, going quite wide onto the curb to really align yourself into the right and left of the chicane. Into turn number 9, turn number 10. This is the last part of the track, full of hairpins, a bit like Lonato. That's off guard. Quick look over the shoulder, and you could see that was interesting from Ailo Gonzalez. He was saying to Riccardo Ferrari, think about this. Do not try anything unwise. And in the end, checkered flag. Ailo Gonzalez takes the win, the first of the day for the Pirelli racing driver. And for Eloy, that's win number 2, that is.
No, 3.
Number 3, yes indeed. 2 wins yesterday. Third win for Ailo Gonzalez, my apologies. As he was saying to Riccardo Ferrari, just 1 corner to go, mate. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it together. There's no point for you to try to overtake me in the last few meters before the checkered flag. This is just still a qualifying heat. We'll see about that into the final. But they finished in that order. Ailo Gonzalez, win number 3 from Riccardo Ferrari and Fionn McLaughlin down in P3.
Yes, indeed. Machado finishing in P4 ahead of Austin Gale. And you're probably wondering if you're looking at the live timing, which you can view as well. If you head to the RGMC or the IAME Euro Series website, you can see the live timing link. You can click on that and you can see all the live timing available to you, which includes the qualifying heats. Probably wondering, why does Ailo Gonzalez not sit within the top 8, despite the fact that he's had 3 qualifying heat wins? Out of 4, though. One of those races was P19 after a post-race penalty. That is why he doesn't sit within the top 8.